Hi guys, in this episode of RTK, I am really excited to finally be reacting to Jungkook's new full-length album, his solo debut album, Golden. And because there's quite a few songs in this album, I'm gonna have to split it in a bunch of videos. With the songs that I'm gonna be reacting to in this first video going to be Closer to You, Standing Next to You, and Yes or No. And yeah, the only songs out of this album that I'm not gonna be reacting to in this recording session, in these bunch of videos, are gonna be the ones that I've already reacted to, like 7 and 3D, I believe, are also part of this album. So I'm pretty much gonna be reacting to only the songs that I haven't reacted to yet. And I am pretty excited to get into this. As you might have seen if you watched my previous reactions to Jungkook or even like Jimin's solo debut and the recent comeback of August D, I've really enjoyed both the title tracks and pretty much all of the B-sides of those two members of BTS. So I'm really excited to see what Jungkook is gonna bring in with his B-sides, because so far his title tracks have been banger after banger after banger, man. And I'm really hopeful that I'm going to enjoy it. There's a little bit of a worry that I'm not going to like them necessarily too much because of my recent experience with V's album and his B-sides. But I feel like that's more of a V issue and the particular style that he liked to do there, that he did there, that was not vibing with me whatsoever. So based on the fact that I generally vibe with Jungkook's style, I think I'm going to end up liking pretty much most of these songs. But even if I don't like most of the songs and just some, as long as I get some songs out of these B-sides to be really good, I'm still gonna be very satisfied. But before we get into the reaction and find out how much I'm gonna like this album and these songs, I do want to quickly remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon, my Ko-fi account, or my PayPal. Because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans, and by doing so, you also get access to the ability to demand me to do K-pop reactions, be it to specific music videos, specific albums, or potentially even whole artist discographies. If you don't want to spend any money on that though, that's fine. You can also still suggest and recommend stuff in the comments down below, but the only sure way to make me react to something is by subscribing at the specific tier I've created for it on my Patreon or on my Ko-fi accounts. But yeah, let's get into what you're actually here for now, that being my reaction to Jungkook's Golden. And let's start off the reaction with Closer to You in 3, 2, 1. I really don't know what to expect from this, man. The only thing I can expect is that pretty much all of this is gonna be in English. For some reason. The fact that the songs are in English, I think is definitely helping me enjoy his stuff, you know. It definitely contributes. Because I feel like if this song wasn't in English, I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I am right now. Like, this is actually kind of banging. I really kind of like it, weirdly enough. We're starting off not bad. Like, it's definitely a little bit of an out there song compared to my tastes, but I don't know, I'm kind of vibing with it. Like, I kind of appreciate how chill it is. This kind of sounds like a club, like a song that you would hear in like the background of a club or something. It sounds like a radio song as well. I definitely can hear this song on the radio. I kind of dig it. Yeah, I like it. I definitely feel like I'm gonna be bopping along to this song a decent amount. I don't know how much I'm actually gonna go out of my way to like listen to it necessarily, but it actually is, despite the fact that it's like such a low-key song, it's very memorable and very engaging still. And the fact that it's in English, like I said, definitely helps keep me entertaining and engaged, because if it was in Korean, I don't think I would like it as much. It definitely would be at least like 1 or 2 points lower in terms of the rating that I'm gonna give it right now, you know? But yeah, this is pretty good. If this is any indicator for how the rest of the album is gonna be, I think I'm gonna love this album a lot. Maybe even more than Jimin's album, which is a pretty high bar to pass, you know? But yeah, in terms of rating for this one, honestly, I'm kind of gonna give it a very high 9.6 out of 10. Maybe I'm overblowing it a little bit, maybe it would be lower, but I'm honestly genuinely blown away, considering the kind of song it is, how much I actually love it. Like, I don't really listen to songs like this that much, but I do enjoy them, because like I said, this reminds me of a song that I would hear on the radio, and with the job that I am doing to support myself and continue to be able to do this, I get to drive around a lot and listen to the radio a lot. And this is definitely the kind of like low-key music that you hear on the radio here where I live. So, and I love listening to those kind of songs, you know, but not really out of my own volition, if that makes sense. Like, I love listening to them when they appear on the radio, but I don't really put these kind of songs on my playlist, but I guess this is going to be the first time that I will. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And now I'm really curious to get into the supposed title track of this album. I don't even know if it really counts as the title track, because I mean, 7 and 3D are also like promotional singles for this album essentially, because they are part of it. So I guess it is kind of the title track, but whatever. It has the music video, so I'm really curious to see where that song is going to stand compared to 7 and 3D, because I really enjoyed 7 right off the bat. 3D took me a little bit, but I ended up liking it quite a lot as well. So I'm expecting I'm probably going to end up liking this one a lot as well, but hopefully it's going to be more enjoyable right off the bat than 3D was. So without further ado, let's get into Standing Next to You and find out how I'm going to feel about it in 3, 2, 1. Why does this girl seem familiar? Are those tattoos real? Okay, I already kinda like it, man. He really fucking nails this style, I gotta say. I love the retro vibe. Also, the kind of man that Jungkook has become, man. Remember the little cute bunny boy? so good, dude. Again, another very radio sounding song. He really nails that style, man. God damn, his voice is so good. I still think 7 is probably the best out of all these songs, but this is not bad whatsoever, man. Please give me a clear shot of Jungkook with the wings, because I want that to be the thumbnail. Oh yes, you guys have already seen what's the thumbnail, but I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's most likely going to be that shot of Jungkook with the wings. Or maybe that shot of his with the wings. That also looks pretty cool. This is such a radio bop, man. I love it. I really do. It's not quite, like, to me, as catchy as 7 was, but I definitely think that it's maybe the highest quality, but not my favorite. Does that make any sense? Because I feel like this is probably, like, more polished and more expensive feeling song than both 7 and 3D were. And I like those songs. I love 7, especially the explicit version. But this just oozes like, kind of like Grammy, you know? It kind of feels like a Grammy bait, and I kind of like it for it. I love how expensive, I love the retro vibe, I love the radio bop sound. He nails it, man. It's so fucking good. I really, really enjoyed it. This, I honestly, already, I want to tell you, this is going to be a 10 out of 10, no matter what. The quality is fucking impeccable. It's great. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm probably going to end up listening to it quite a lot, but I don't know if it's going to be more than I have listened to 7 and 3D, because it's not quite as replayable as those songs, if that makes any sense. Because again, the fact that it's like so expensive feeling and so polished and so high quality, it doesn't really leave too much room for like being kind of playful with it, the way that 7 and 3D kind of were. And that playfulness is what kind of makes a song replayable to me. And I'm still gonna replay the shit out of this song, but I don't know if it's just gonna be as replayable as those other songs, because it's a somewhat heavy song, you know, because of its high quality. But yeah, we're definitely listening to this one a second time. It was really, really great. But yeah, we're definitely listening to it a second time before we continue with my reaction to the album. So let's get into Standing Next to You once again in 3, 2, 1. I think I realized who this lady reminds me of. It's gonna be a very random reference, but she reminds me of one of the female villains of Home Alone 3. She looks exactly like her. God, he really knows how to make a fucking radio earworm. And it's so exciting seeing all the different like sounds and personalities of the different members in their solo stuff. After this, I'm really curious to check out J-Hope's solo stuff as well, so you can definitely expect me to do that in the near future, but when exactly, I don't know. Hopefully that's not gonna disappoint me as much as this stuff did. Our little boy is not intimidated by women anymore. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything to add to what I already said. It's a great radio song. It's very memorable. It's very catchy. It's very expensive feeling and polished and high quality. I really, really like it. And like I said, it's going to be a 10 out of 10 for me. It's amazing. I don't know if it's as catchy as 7 was for me or as fun, but I definitely still love it. And it's kind of debatably better than those because of the high quality that it oozes. But yeah, we have one more song to check out in this video though, that being the next one, Yes or No. And will I enjoy that song a lot? That's the question. Yes or no? Let's get into it and find out in 3, 2, 1. I hope he does something a little bit different for the songs and doesn't do the same thing for all of them. I feel like this is gonna be very much like the same kind of situation as with my reactions to Big Time Rush recently.
Are you feeling the rush? If so, then I think I know what's going on. Now we're falling in love.
I'm definitely feeling the rush.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you thinking about us?
Oh, this is really good, man. I think I'm gonna adore this album.
Falling in love, say yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Everybody in this group so faded. I'm tripping over getting lost on you.
I love that he decided to do this in English fully, man. That adds so much.
It just came true. If you can see what I see, then I see what it's about. We will go higher and higher, but we're not looking down. If it's a train that's so tight, when I'll be coming round. And I gotta know, are you feeling the rush? If so, then I think I know what's going on. Now we're falling in love, say yes or no. Yes or no, yes or no. Are you thinking about us? If so, then I think I know what's going on. Now we're falling in love, say yes or no. Yes or no. Yes
God, I love this, man. This is so good.
Something about you. Do you feel the way I do? There's magic in the room. Tell me, do you feel it too? Something about you. Do you feel the way I do? There's magic in the room. Tell me what we gonna do. Are you feeling the rush? If so, then I think I know what's going on. Now we're falling in love. Say yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no.
Yes, we are falling in love, Jungkook.
If so, then I think I know what's
I'm definitely falling in love with your goddamn album.
say yes or no. Say yes or no. Yes or no.
You know, I really should have expected that his B-sides and his album was gonna sound so reminiscent of Big Time Rush. And for those who don't know, Big Time Rush is, well, it's an American boy group who had a TV show on Nickelodeon in the early 2010s. I really used to love them, and I still do. I used to, too. But I was a big fan of theirs back then. They came back in the last couple of years, and they've honestly been getting better and better with each release. And the kind of style of music that they're doing now is different from what they used to do, but it's definitely in this kind of like radio poppy kind of sound. That's the best way I can describe it, really. And I feel like this album is genuinely I'm gonna have the same kind of experience that I did with Big Time Rush's recent album, Another Life. It's honestly pretty good. Like, you guys should check it out. If you like Jungkook stuff, I think you're gonna love those songs as well. And yeah, also, by the way, I used to be like like I said, a big Time Rush fan, and they were the group that was my favorite group before I found out about BTS. And it's really funny to me how the group after Big Time Rush that I fell in love with was BTS. Like, it was S after the R. So now I'm waiting around for a group that is called BTT or something to show up and become my favorite group, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be the case. Anyway, my point is, I really love this style. I think I'm gonna love this for the same reasons that I loved Big Time Rush's recent album, especially the deluxe version of it with the additional 3 songs. I really enjoyed those as well. But yeah, the vibe was very much the same like this radio poppy sound, and I really like it. I'm really kind of even somewhat addicted to it. Like, it's very catchy, it's very captivating, and it's very compelling to me. It wouldn't work if it was in Korean. That's the crazy thing. For some reason, it being in English really works, but whenever, like, I listen to K-pop songs that are this simple and mellow, it just doesn't work for me. Like I've said many times before, it's most likely because of the language barrier, but that's just kind of speculation from my side. I don't know for sure whether that's the reason. The point is, I love that this is in English. That is contributing to my love for this, but if the rest of the songs are like this, which I believe they will be, we might have ourselves the album of the year right here. I mean, that's a big statement, honestly, because there have been some good albums that I've reacted to this year that I've really enjoyed, but it's definitely gonna be up there, if nothing else. And yeah, honestly, I mean, what should I give this one? I kind of want to give it a 10 out of 10. All of these songs so far have been 10s out of 10, honestly. Like the worst thing I can say about this song is that it's short, and maybe it doesn't quite feel as impactful as Standing Next to You or even Closer to You, even though that one was even more chill. So it is, I guess, going to be a slightly lower rating of a 9.2 out of 10 in terms of its actual quality. But honestly, all the songs so far are straight 10s out of 10. So yeah, pick your rating there, I guess. I'm loving all 3 songs so far, and I can't wait to continue with the next 5, but I'm gonna do that in the next couple of videos. In the meantime, I want to ask you guys, what did you guys think of the 3 songs that I've checked out so far? Comment thoughts down below, let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 2 patrons on Patreon, Deadpool and Corby Dead. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, have continued to support me such a long time. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon, my Ko-fi account, or my PayPal, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!